Do you remember the song We've Only Just Begun by Glenn Jones? Yes, that's who I'm spending the day with. And I didn't realize he started out in gospel, singing with the greats like Shirley Caesar, Mighty Clouds of Joy, and James Cleveland.
So you church and God is good, and I'm with James Cleveland and Shirley Caesar. Yes, I didn't sign the deal.
Yeah.
But I'm singing R&B.
Well, that was a tough transition.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
First of all, what's your parents?
Oh my God. Well, I told you how, how
Glenn, get
deep,
in here.
how deep, they were into the church. But my mother, she was cool because she heard like the music that I was going to record. The first R&B record I ever did was with Norman Connors. It was a record called Melancholy Fire. And
Yes.
at the time, my father, his health was declining, and I talked to both of them, about it. And my father asked me, he said, "You gonna make money?"
Yes.
Yeah, because I was his baby boy, and he was concerned about how I was gonna live, because like I said, his health was declining, and he always tried to look out for me. And my mother, she always defended me. She said, my son sings love songs. He sings about love. So can't be anything wrong with that.
So when they heard Norman Connors opened many doors for many artists.
Yeah.
I know that. When they heard the song, what did your parents, what were their reactions and your brothers and sisters when they heard it?
They loved it because what I did when Norman brought me the song, I didn't, originally it was written by someone else. And I was really on the fence about doing it. I went out to Cali. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. No, I ain't gonna do it. I was worried about, excuse me, the reaction. I took and rewrote the lyrics. I rewrote the verses in a very middle of the road kind of way.
Your brothers and sisters, because it was so many of you, and now all the light is shining on Glenn. Glenn's getting all the attention. Was it any, with the brothers and sisters with you?
No, because like I said before, they were my seniors. I've got nieces that are older than me. So matter of fact, I think my sister, my older sister, was having a baby at the same time my mother was expecting me.
Oh, geez. So there was a large gap.
Yeah, it was a big gap.
Oh, so you was the baby.
I was the baby.
Are you spoiled?
I wouldn't say so, but some people might say that.
Are you still spoiled today?
Hey, but I'm a nice guy.
Right?
I'm like a really easy guy to get along with, so.
Well, I know that music is your world, but you're so much more than music too. So I want to talk about some of the things that you've been able to overcome.
Yeah.
And I'd like you to share, because so often people always see how everything is fabulous, but we all do have a story to tell with the good and the bad.
Right.
So I want to talk about that if you're cool to share with me.
I'm cool.
And you know I talk about your wife.
Yeah, right.
Because it's been 30 years?
Longer than 30 years. I met her back in 1980, 81.
You remember where you met her?
Yes.
Don't tell me that.
Okay.
You know her favorite love song? Don't tell me now.
Okay.
You remember the last time you cooked for her? It better have been yesterday.
No, it wasn't yesterday, but I have gotten in the kitchen and fired up the pots for her. I actually learned how to cook watching her.
Really?
Yeah, she taught me
So
how
I
to
want
cook.
to talk about you. And your lovely wife's name is?
Zenobia.
Zenobia, who is actually a singer too.
Yeah, an amazing singer.
Yeah.